Adrian Neville looks to cement his NXT Championship reign against Tyson Kidd.
If you don't win at NXT TakeOver, the rest of your career, you're going to be known not as Tyson Kidd, but simply as Natalya's husband.
Kidd wants to use NXT as a launching pad starting tonight.
Look into the eyes of Tyson Kidd and you see a desperate man. You see a man that knows that this is probably his last chance to make his mark.
Adrian Neville doing anything to retain the NXT Championship. Adrian Neville up top. Tyson Kidd is in the drop zone. Red arrow, the cover. Adrian Neville retains the NXT title.
If you don't win, the rest of your career, you're going to be known as Natalya's husband. Natalya's husband. Natalya's husband.
I'm out here to tell you that I feel an absolute fool for the way I reacted after our match.
How upset are you?
I am truly embarrassed, and I'm out here to ask you, man to man, for one more chance at this NXT Championship.
One more time, me and you for the NXT Championship. All right, you got it. One more time.
From the campus of Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, this is NXT.
This is a 6-Diva tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first from San Jose, California, it's Bayley.
Hi again and welcome to NXT. I'm Rich Brennan alongside Renee Young and Alex Riley. And guys, I want to take you quickly back to last week during the non-title matchup between Bayley and Charlotte. Well, a very rude interruption by none other than Summer Rae. You know, Summer Rae just kind of popping up. I'm not really quite sure what to think of it, Renee.
Well, Summer is here. She's coming back. She's trying to make some noise here again at NXT.
Her partner from Melbourne, Australia, Emma.
Well, of course, all of that leading to this matchup here tonight, a 6-Diva tag team match. And while luckily for Bayley, well, Emma and Paige were there to save the day in some respects.
Thank God they were there. I mean, sometimes you need to have that artillery in the back for backup for those specific reasons. And they were there and they saved the day.
Yeah, and think about Emma. Think about the entire last couple months she's had in the WWE and now getting an opportunity to come back here at NXT. We don't still know what's going on between her and Santino, but it's going to be a star-studded cast here tonight.
And of course, the former NXT Women's Champion and the current WWE Divas Champion, rounding out this team here tonight and having Paige on your side. if you're a diva here in WWE, is never a bad thing.
It just makes me so happy to see Paige come here to NXT with the Divas Championship. That says so much about NXT. It says so much about Paige. And now she's here to help Bayley and to help Emma tonight.
And how about what she did for the NXT Women's Championship? Giving it up, offering it up, saying, hey, this is something that needs to be competed over between two NXT superstars. We saw JBL and her go through that. So already a fantastic champion on both brands.
Their opponents, Sasha Banks, Summer Rae, and the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte, the BFFs.
Renee, I'm sensing sensing some more dissension between the three of them.
Maybe a little bit of tension here. I mean, with Charlotte being the NXT Women's Champion, Summer's jealous, Sasha's jealous. But regardless, they need to deal with the task at hand tonight.
Look, you have to remember, this is the BFFs, okay? This is the beautiful, fierce females. Everything that they've accomplished here at NXT, of course, yes, they fight, but they always get over it. And the most important thing is they're productive and they get stuff done here at NXT.
You're right, they do. I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they are mean girls and they know how to
and
fight.
I haven't been this excited since Motley Crue got back together.
Whoa.
So here we go, getting set for 6 Diva tag team action here tonight on NXT.
Did you not like my Motley Crue reference, Rich? They're a rock band.
I know who Motley Crue is.
Okay, all right, just checking.
Are you talking pre-Tommy Lee or post-Tommy Lee or what? He was out of the band for a while, right?
Big Tommy Lee fan.
So it's Emma starting off against the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte. And you think back to TakeOver 2 weeks ago, what a match that was between Charlotte and Natalya.
Yeah, what an incredible match.
Oh my gosh.
Having Bret Hart, and the Nature Boy there ringside.
Up cover here and a kick out by Charlotte.
I mean, one of my favorite moments was when you saw Charlotte locking in the figure 4 leg lock and seeing her father there in the corner was so cool.
Oh! Emma showing a bit of sass.
Oh!
Tell you what, that's what you learn when you get up to the WWE full time. You learn not to take anything from anybody.
Tag made, and in comes Sasha Banks. Did you see the look on Summer Rae's face?
Now look, I've seen this look on Summer Rae's face. However, she's done the same thing to Eva Marie on WWE.
Yeah, I think you guys are all reading between the lines here way too much. I mean, this is a cohesive unit, one of the best we've ever seen at NXT.
Are you crazy?
What do you mean am I crazy? It's the beautiful, fierce females.
Did you see them come down to the ring tonight? They are not a cohesive unit.
Look out!
But what are they? Effective. Look pretty good to me. And Renee, you know how women are.
Thanks, because
Tell
I'm
us
the only
firsthand.
girl here. I know how women are. Have you lost your mind?
Blow everything way out of proportion.
First of all, a fight is happening tonight.
This match continues as NXT rolls on.
The greatest live event in entertainment. What a celebration!
WWE proudly presents WrestleMania on Blu-ray and DVD. A night of iconic superstars.
So, give me a hell yeah. What you gonna do, brothers? Finally!
Heart-pounding action.
Yes! History has been made at WrestleMania!
And the most shocking moment in WrestleMania history.
I don't see any intimidation on the face of Brock Lesnar.
Did anyone expect this?
Plus, get over 4 hours of exclusive extras, including the entire 2014 Hall of Fame ceremony, featuring the induction of WWE legend, The Ultimate Warrior. Experience the revelry.
Then, now, and forever.
Own the celebration. WrestleMania on Blu-ray and DVD.
Welcome back to NXT here on the WWE Network. This 6 Diva tag team matchup continues.
Summer Rae and Emma have so much history together, so to have these two in the ring right now is definitely going to lead to a bit of tension between these ladies.
And I know what you really want to say is how good Summer Rae looks.
You know what?
After being gone for so long, a lot of movie stars, they get lazy. She comes back, she looks better than ever.
I don't don't think you can call a movie star ever lazy. I mean, they're on camera. They got to look good. Summer's no dummy. She knows that.
Well, she's also obviously been wrestling somewhere because she's very in tune to what's going on here tonight. She hasn't lost a beat.
You know where she's been wrestling? Raw and SmackDown.
And there's Charlotte locking in the figure 4 headlock.
Look at this.
Alex, what does this kind of move do?
I mean, that's first of all, you know what the figure 4 does. Oh! And then when you add that, just puts all that pressure around the neck, and if you look close, she'll go to try to hook the ankle. And see, just by hooking that ankle, puts even more pressure on Emma's neck.
Just the strength of those thighs.
First thing you need to be able to do is breathe, and that's what that
cover here.
Your ability
Smart
to
move
breathe.
by Emma.
Charlotte's body blows my mind. She's a freak of nature.
Emma desperately reaching out for the tag, but there's Charlotte again, trying to put her right back into that headlock.
And notice the grip on the ankle right there, very important.
Renee, I'm kind of curious from your perspective, adding Summer Rae back into the mix with the BFFs, how does that kind of change the dynamic, and how does it maybe add to the tension for two girls who have already kind of been going at it a bit?
Well, I will say that it's a little bit difficult to have a faction when you have two women.
Cover here, shoulders are down, and a kick out by Emma.
That are tall, beautiful blondes. That's only going to lead
You're just
to
saying
trouble.
that because you're blonde.
I'm a short blonde, though. I'm less of a problem.
And look at this. Look at Summer Rae.
She's too much. She's over the top. She should focus on the match. She's so wrapped up in being a celebrity.
I mean, she's taking care of the fans. She's making sure they have the ultimate experience here at NXT. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm sure
Sasha
she
Banks
is.
not in the ring at the time.
Sasha Banks tagged back in. And Emma desperately needs a tag here. Suplex. And Sasha into the cover here, and again a kick out by Emma. Staying in this matchup.
Renee's over there talking about how there's so much dissension between this group. I want to talk about how happy Sasha Banks was 2 weeks ago when Charlotte won the NXT Women's Championship. It looked like she had won it. There was tears everywhere.
So
there's a reversal cover and a kick out by Sasha.
Do you think potentially the BFFs could have been better off without Summer Rae returning?
Well, absolutely not. If it's a 2-on-3, you never want that. So having Summer Rae certainly helps.
Oh, look out! Look out! Tag
Here she
made.
comes.
Summer Rae, the star of Total Divas and star of the upcoming movie The Marine 4, back in the ring.
Featuring long legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how long Summer Rae's legs are. She can attack at a distance, keep people away, and still have effective offense. Very important.
Well, quick tags right there, in and out of the ring. Summer and Sasha Banks.
Just love Sasha's attitude, don't you, Rich?
Fantastic attitude.
Absolutely.
I like her sass. I think it's great. I actually feel like Sasha is secretly the glue to the BFFs.
I think you want to be a BFF.
No, I wouldn't fit in. I'm not aggressive enough.
And again, there's more of that dissension. Charlotte, I think it's Charlotte and Sasha who are really having probably the biggest problem.
Yeah, Emma's in a bad way here.
She
Emma
is.
needs to create some space and tag out immediately.
I mean, how does Emma get out of a situation like this? She's surrounded by these girls like a wolf pack.
And again, those quick tags, I mean, at least, you talk about dissension, you talk about them not getting along, at least in the context of this match, quick tags in and out, they're getting along in that regard.
What are they? Productive. That's all that matters, is you leave all the gossip and all that in the back, and what happens between the ropes is effective and productive, and that's what they are.
Well, you know what Emma needs to do right now? She needs to tag the Divas champ, Paige, into this match.
If I'm not mistaken, both Bayley and Paige have not been in this match as of yet, correct?
No.
So they should be rearing to go and have
At this point, she just needs to tag anybody into this match. She just needs to get out of there.
Fresh
and here's an
legs.
opening.
That could be the opening that Emma needs, and look out!
This could be it.
The dilemma locked in.
Make a tag, Emma.
Is Emma still your number one crush down here?
Number one crush. Will and always will be.
Emma slowly crawling over towards her corner. Can she make the tag? Yes, and here comes Bayley.
Oh!
House of Fire.
Oh! Bayley taking it to the NXT Women's Champion.
Alex, how impressed are you with Bayley? From what we've seen when she first started here at NXT, look at her now.
Look at this. Look at this throw.
Bayley, wow! Cover here. hooking the leg isn't enough, and no, Sasha coming in to break up the pin, and there's Paige.
Not the Divas champ, you don't want that.
We've got a Donnybrook.
Out goes Sasha Banks. Ooh, uh-oh.
Wow.
Charlotte,
Wow.
look at that. And again, a kick out by Bayley. Oh!
Whoa.
Wow! Bayley going for the cover here. The roll-up, shoulders are down, and yes!
Here are your winners, Emma, Bayley, and the Divas Champion, Paige.
Well, the friction between the BFFs pretty evident there at the end of the match. It cost them the match, and Bayley able to scoop up
Ooh, a
for the
hair
victory.
whip. There's nothing worse for a girl than a hair whip, and that starts in elementary school. You're standing in line to go to the gymnasium. It hurts.
Well, Renee, now there's dissension between the BFFs. Not before, but now I can see your point.
Thank you.
This is not good for anyone. Let's take a look at what happened here. The demise of the BFFs in this matchup. Charlotte kicking Summer Rae out of the ring and coming up with the pinfall.
Yeah, that could be a case of maybe Charlotte, because she's the new women's champion here, she's getting a little arrogant, pushing one of her teammates out of the ring. Not good. Stay focused on what happens in the ring, Rich.
Paige, Emma, and Bayley, your victors here in our opening match on NXT.
Thank you so much, Mr. JBL, for this opportunity to join NXT. I am gonna make a big impression. I truly, believe that.
Mr. NXT, we're so happy to have you. Good luck.
Thank you.
You make quite the impression.
Tyson Kidd's pursuit of championship gold fell short to the man who gravity forgot. Now the NXT Champion Adrian Neville defends that title against Tyson in an NXT TakeOver rematch tonight.
It's the must-see finale of Legends House. And the boys decide to unload their heaviest baggage.
She was still alive, but she was going fast.
He lost his daughter.
Your wife gave you a kidney?
And one legend's shocking revelation will leave you speechless.
And I don't want to cry, I want to celebrate. For once in my life, I'm going to be me now. And that's the way it is.
It's the must-see finale of Legends House. If you missed it, catch it exclusively on WWE Network, anywhere, anytime.
Good job, Summer.
No wonder
Good job
he dumped
taking
you.
selfies
What?
with the fans.
Are you kidding me? I was on the floor. I don't even know how this happened.
You didn't
I was
even
on
pay
the
attention.
Did you see the aftermath? No, because I was
Because
on
you
the floor.
lost. Excuse me, who do you think you are? This is our locker room. Shoo.
Look, I'm not looking for a friendship or even a fight.
Never be friends with her.
But what about a match?
Do you not know who you're talking to, sweetheart?
So it's a yes? Great.
Breathe, breathe.
How old is she? Please. I would mop the floor with her.
Babe, just don't even.
CJ Parker.
There he is. That's my boy.
Come on. He was doing this during the TakeOver pre-show. Now he's here parading around again.
This match is set for one fall. Introducing first from Queens, New York, weighing 252 pounds, Colin Cassidy.
A big Cass getting set for one-on-one action here tonight. The 7-footer from Queens, New York.
Yeah, you gotta love Cass. Every time he comes to the ring, he mentions Rich. Soft!
Oh!
All right,
massive
fine.
burn to
there we
Rich.
go.
Yes! Riley, we might get along today.
And there you go. There you go.
Oh, sorry, no, you're right. Renee, me and you can never get along. I like Tim Tebow.
Oh, God, don't get me started.
Guys, Big Cass has a new t-shirt design. Saw that earlier today, and it does say SAWFT.
Ah, vive le français!
Now there's Sylvester LeFort flanked by Marcus Louis.
Les garçons entre le ring. I don't know how to say ring in French.
Yes, certainly.
I half took it through high school.
These two definitely not soft. Very in shape. I see them around the Performance Center all the time when I'm down there training. And these two love the weight room, always trying to stay in shape, and they train with their body weight because they say it's more specific to what they're doing inside the ring. Look at these two.
They have very svelte physiques. I think they look great.
Big Cass getting set for action here tonight. And, you know, I tried to talk to Marcus Louis earlier today. He just kind of smirked at me and said something in French.
Yeah, that's because he was you. He didn't smirk at me. He spoke to me in French. Oh, I didn't quite understand him. Look at this.
Oh!
A little bit of a size difference between the two of these.
Look at the strength of Big
Dang.
Cass.
Big Cass came to party.
Yeah, Big Cass is a guy that's deceptively big. You don't really understand how big he is. Oh!
You know, he told me that he doesn't play video games. He plays a game called Life, and he's got the high score.
Well, going after the knee there, Big Cass.
Yeah, very smart. Got to chop the big man down anytime.
You know, Sylvester LeFort and Marcus Louis have always been very nice to me as well. I mean, they invited me to Cannes Film Festival. They invited me to Monte Carlo. All over the place. I don't know why they don't like you.
No. Listen to the NXT universe. Oh! There's those huge hands of Big Cass.
He's got hands like vice grips.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't understand how big Big Cass is until you get up on him. He is a very, very large competitor here.
He's like the same height as Patrick Ewing. That's crazy.
He sweats like Ewing, too.
Oh, look at that elbow.
New meaning to high elbow there.
Oh.
Now, as much as we can talk about Sylvester LeFort and his body, I mean, Big Cass is looking good.
Yeah, looking very aggressive.
He's been working out a ton.
Oh, man, wow.
Feel that from here.
That is, you could just hear it echo throughout LeFort's body.
Probably trying to run from the R train in Queens. No thanks.
Here comes Big Cass. Oh, that big boot.
Could you imagine taking a boot from a 7-foot-tall giant?
Right into the chin. Big Cass staring down Marcus Louis on the outside.
Alex, who's the tallest person that's kicked you in the face?
I'd have to go with Big Show.
Yeah, that's it.
Look out here, set up for the East River Crossing. Big Cass with a hook of the leg, center of the ring, and that's all for Sylvester LeFort.
Here is your winner, Cassidy.
Big Cass with an impressive victory here tonight. And looks like he not only has his eye on LeFort with the victory, but also seemed to be staring down Marcus Louis quite a bit.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you look at superstars, you say, well, you know, this guy is the type of guy that has it all. Can we consider him maybe as the NXT champion someday? Absolutely. What an impressive showing by Big Cass.
Absolutely.
Big Cass, the 7-footer, with a huge victory here tonight as NXT rolls on.
So excited. I actually can't. When I first heard I was going to be able to go out with you, I was so excited. Like, not everybody gets to go out there with their husband and literally cheer them on. And
I know, but Nat, no offense, but this match isn't about you coming out there and what corner you're going to be in.
Well, I'm going to just be out there cheering you on.
Yeah, I know, but the match is about the NXT Championship. It's not.
I never said it was about me.
It's not. Oh, look, Natalia's out there too. It's.
Listen, I never said it was about me. I'm talking about you. I'm going to be there to support you.
I know, and I appreciate that, but just know that right now, I'm seeing one thing. I'm seeing myself holding the NXT Championship, and that's all I can think about. That's all I'm focused on. I'm not focused on where you're going to be.
If you don't want me out there, I'll just stay in the back.
I want you out there. I'm just letting you know that my focus is on one thing.
I get it.
And I'm going to it.
I get it.
NXT General Manager JBL has just signed the mysterious Mr. NXT. So how will Mr. NXT fare in his first matchup as he takes on Sami Zayn? We'll find out next.
Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars. But they are not invincible. They take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe. Don't try this at home.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Who the devil are you? What? Oh. Where you? Help! Oh, shit, my! What? But how? You? But wait, who?
Welcome back to NXT.
This match is set for one fall. Introducing first from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 192 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Look at those moves, huh, Renee?
He's got good dance moves.
I wouldn't call them good.
No, they are. Sami Zayn knows how to dance. He likes to have a 5-foot radius around him. We saw him dance off with the Rosebuds at the NXT TakeOver kickoff. He knows how to get down.
Yeah, I understand that he needs a 5-foot radius. That usually doesn't mean you're a good dancer.
He's skanking. That's what it's called, right, Rich?
Hey, he's a big ska fan. Loves that two-tone ska.
Hold on, he's skanking?
Skanking.
Skanking. You skank on the weekends, Rich?
I
skanking?
I used to go see ska bands.
I don't want to see you dance
so
ever,
do I.
Rich.
So do I.
I'd watch Sami dance over you any day.
His opponent, making his official NXT debut, Mr. NXT.
Come on.
Guys, there he is. There he is, Mr. NXT. I've heard a lot about this man. World-renowned luchador. He was a Mexican gold medalist in the Olympic Games, and he took a Greyhound bus over 52 hours across.
What do you mean a gold medalist? A gold medalist in what?
In wrestling.
Just in wrestling?
Just in wrestling.
Okay.
In wrestling, I believe he won one in the high jump. He won one in the high jump. I believe he was a bronze medalist in the decathlete. I mean, this guy is a legitimate athlete here. I'm so excited to have him here.
I don't know if he has the credentials.
So you're saying he's a multi-sport star?
He's very
to boil it down.
All right.
Where did he take his Greyhounds from?
From California. He was spending some time in California training, and now he's all the way to Orlando, Florida, to grace us with his presence.
Let's see what he's got.
My sources told me he was very heavily recruited, Alex.
By who?
By the brass here at NXT.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They've all been keeping eyes on him.
They have.
Triple H, Michael Cole, JBL, the general manager of NXT, were all involved in bringing Mr. NXT here tonight for you.
Well, I mean, to have an opponent in Sami Zayn, I mean, he better bring his A game.
Sami Zayn coming off that amazing match at TakeOver against Tyler Breeze.
Exactly. And, you know, when does Sami Zayn not have an amazing match? That's true. I've never seen... I mean, you can't tell me this doesn't seem a little bit familiar. I've seen these moves before.
Somebody put their arms up in the air? Tons of NXT superstars do that. In celebration over a good move? You quit your day job, you know.
I'm just keeping eyes on the product, Alex.
What's the NXT universe saying?
You can't fool us.
Is that what it is? Is that what
they're saying? You can't fool us.
What do they mean? Those people are crazy. Don't even listen to them. They're nuts.
Oh, okay. I want to see some of this gold medalist.
Oh, look at Sami Zayn. Wow. Wow, Sami Zayn electrifying the NXT universe.
I mean, what is Sami Zayn doing a little dance there that also seems slightly familiar? A mock of somebody we've seen before.
He is so...
He's telling Mr. NXT, good job.
I think he's so obsessed with Bo Dallas, he can't get him out of his head, and he's bringing it forward.
I think that he just believes.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying that Mr. NXT seems eerily familiar, and I think Sami Zayn's no fool, and nor is the NXT universe. Alex Riley, on the other hand, maybe.
Who does he doesn't remind me of anybody. I don't know. He looks like a great Mexican luchador to me.
You're telling me you've never seen this body before?
I've not been looking at the talent's bodies.
Maybe you should start.
No, I'm not going to start. Yeah, and how can you tell about his body? He's wearing a mask.
Because he's not wearing a mask on his body.
He's wearing trunks.
Yeah, I can still see his whole upper torso. 3/4 of his body are exposed to me right now.
What did he just say?
He was speaking Spanish.
No, he said, I'm not Bo Dallas. He said he's not Bo Dallas.
So Renee, is that who you think he reminds you of?
Yes, of course. Of course it reminds me of Bo Dallas.
Look at right here. Oh, what an impact.
I mean, we've been down here at NXT for some time. You think I'm going to forget what the longest reigning NXT champion looks like?
I mean, I think...
Oh, look out here.
Come on, Alex.
He was going for a tilt-the-world DDT. There is nothing similar to Bo Dallas at all.
I would say it was a Bo Dog.
Yeah, the Bo Dog, right? No, hold on.
Oh,
hey!
No!
I had no idea. I had no clue.
Yes. I told you all along. And now he's feeling quite exposed.
Oh! Haluva kick!
He's so embarrassed.
He should be.
Hook of the leg, and whoa, Mr. NXT, a.k.a. Bo Dallas, sent packing again.
This guy can't catch a break.
Sami Zayn.
How embarrassing for Bo Dallas, but I'll tell you, you know what? He loves NXT so much, he just can't stay away.
Yeah, it's his home. I mean, how can you not appreciate that if you're part of the NXT universe to have this guy? He won't leave.
Come on, guys. You know that that's not what this is about. It's about him being a massive egomaniac. He comes down here, he wants to be in the spotlight, he wants everyone to chant his name. Whether they love him or hate him, he just wants the attention. That's all he's come down here for. If you think it's any other reason, you've been fooled.
Sami Zayn with the haluva kick, and Bo Dallas for the second time dispatched from NXT. And hang on, Sami Zayn got money.
I do. I mean, I have a bit of a heart. I can't help but feel a little bit bad for him because it's so embarrassing.
What is this?
Uh-oh.
Finally!
What is this?
Finally.
I think Sami Zayn's just enforcing the rules. I mean, Bo Dallas lost a goal away from NXT match.
This is a disgrace. You can't politely ask the man to leave all that he's done for NXT.
I kind of think that that's happened already. You know, they've already tried to get him to leave. Now you got to bring out some enforcement for it.
You think calling the police on the former NXT champion is the right thing to do?
Absolutely.
Getting the police involved. He's going to have a record now.
Yeah, you know what? He made his own bed. He showed up here. He's trespassing. He's got to get out. I mean, it would be bad enough even if he showed up to just watch the match, but to show up and actually have a match?
Look at this poor guy.
No, he's got to go.
Just buy a ticket and come to the show, right?
No, it's still trespassing. He's got to go.
Run, Bo! Run!
It's like the Keystone Cops right now.
Oh my gosh. This is painful to watch.
Renee, you want him out of here.
I do.
What are you talking about?
It's embarrassing watching him cling to the ropes.
I think it's sad. This is police Bo Dallas, guys.
Oh, God.
You're like a spokesperson for Bo Dallas.
I am.
This is the second time we've heard the NXT Universe sing this song to Bo Dallas.
Bo's pulling out all the stops.
Renee, imagine if you were living in your home for 5 years and then one day you walked in and the police were there and you said you had to get out for no reason.
You don't pay the rent, you gotta get out.
He's been paying the rent for 3 years.
He's been short on his rent the last couple months. He's been evicted. Time to go. Gotta spray for bed bugs too, maybe.
No. Come on, baby. Help me! They're trying to kidnap me! Don't let them take me! Stop! They're kidnapping me! This is illegal! He touched my bum! Help! Help! Don't let him do this to me! She's a believer! No! Help! 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 I'm Bo Dallas! I'm your champion! Okay. I'll go quietly.
I think he needs a straight jacket.
This is kind of heartbreaking in a way. This is sad.
I want a sip of water.
It's embarrassing.
I got a sip of water.
This poor guy's face. Get the man some water at least.
And he has put in a lot of cardio, actually. It must be very
Wait, I'll go quietly. Just let me. I'll go quietly. Let me go quietly. Whoa, hey, whoa. No.
He sprayed himself in
Run, Bo! Run!
Gotta get out the spike strips.
He's terrifying these women.
I'll take your shirt. I'll call the real police. Get the door. Let's go. I'll call the real police. Come on, I got him.
Tyson Kidd's pursuit of championship gold fell short to the man who gravity forgot. Now the NXT Champion Adrian Neville defends that title against Tyson in an NXT TakeOver rematch next.
Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
What did we just see?
It's painful.
Oh, man.
Well, he had a good run here, didn't he, guys? But now it's done. No more Bo.
Sad for you.
Come on here. Let's go. No, you won't. Stop it.
I mean, he's got a lot of fighting now. I'll give him that.
Let's go. Come on, Bo. Give it up.
What are you getting into a golf cart? They don't have a police car here?
They don't even have the respect for the man to take him out of here in a real police car. Just disgraceful.
It is time for our main event here tonight on NXT, and the NXT Championship is on the line.
The following contest is for the NXT Championship.
Now this is Mr. NXT.
After the night we saw 2 weeks ago, he certainly is. Every day that passes, he proves himself as champion.
Adrian Neville has held the NXT title for 105 days, going back to February the 27th, when he defeated Bo Dallas in the ladder match at NXT Arrival on the WWE Network.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
And Tyson Kidd making his way down to the ring. And you go back to NXT TakeOver, an amazing matchup, an amazing main event.
How can you ignore his beautiful wife?
And of course, Natalya.
It's not always about the blondes,
She's
Renee.
stunning.
It's not always about the blondes.
100% of the time it is.
Look, I thought Tyson Kidd put up an unbelievable fight 2 weeks ago, and I think it's a great thing that he's going to get an opportunity to be involved in this rematch.
Absolutely.
Claim what might be his.
And to have his wife there to support him throughout this is amazing.
Again with the blondes.
Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Natalya. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 195 pounds, Tyson Kidd. And from Newcastle, England, weighing 194 pounds, he's the NXT Champion Adrian Neville.
The NXT Championship is on the line, and Alex, you mentioned the amazing matchup at TakeOver, but there's something that happened after the match. Tyson Kidd would not shake the hand of Adrian Neville. Neville rightfully miffed about that.
Well, and you know, not rightfully. That's one of those situations where you're heated after a match.
Look,
you can't. What, are you gonna shake the guy's hand right after he beat you?
That's
you
good
have time
and
to blow up
fine.
some steam.
But last week he came out, he righted his wrong. He knew that he messed up. He was holding that match near and dear to his heart, and he came out and he apologized and asked for this rematch.
I completely
What
agree
more
with
do
you.
you want from him?
Completely agree with you.
Last week it was Adrian Neville defeating Justin Gabriel in a non-title matchup, and you're right, Kidd came out and essentially asked for one more shot at the championship. Neville obliged, so maybe a more even-keeled Tyson Kidd, if you will.
And you know what? I think he deserves it. As he said when he came out here, they tore this house down at NXT TakeOver, and even just for the NXT fans here tonight, I mean, this is a match of all matches.
What about for the people that say once you're beat, you go to the back of the line? What about those people? You know, what about everybody in the locker room that's waiting to get at the NXT Championship? And Tyson Kidd gets another shot for what?
Tyson Kidd's too good for that,
Oh,
and Adrian
shoulders
Neville
down there
knows
and
that. And
quick one count.
If Adrian Neville gets to make those decisions, then I think that's up to him.
Renee, you were on the NXT TakeOver pre-show. Look at that reversal there by Adrian Neville. But it was none other than Paul Heyman who said that this is a marquee matchup anywhere in the world.
He did say that. I mean, he said if you're an NXT fan, if you're a wrestling fan, this is a match that you want to watch. If you're not familiar with either of these products, this is the match you want to watch to tell all your friends about.
Two of the most technically gifted wrestlers in the entire world are right on your television screen right now.
I mean, what can we expect from Tyson Kidd in a rematch like this? Now that he's had time to reset, refocus, where do you think his headspace is at
And that's a great
tonight?
question. I think you're going to see who is a smarter competitor tonight, because they both had an opportunity to now 2 weeks go back and change their game, come back and they've scouted their opponent and see what changes they can make to beat each other.
You know, I think once you've tried something once, you eliminate some of that pressure that you put on yourself in the first place, and that's what Tyson did. He was the one that put that pressure on himself.
Shoulders down there and a kick out at one.
And you got to think Natalya might be a little bit of a distraction. It might have been a mistake bringing Natalya to ringside.
I mean, Natalya is a massive star around the world, and I mean, no matter what, when that's your wife, of course that's going to add a little bit of pressure.
Adrian Neville.
Whoa.
There's that athleticism and the high-flying style that Neville brings to the table. Cover here and a kick out at two. Ooh. That's a long way down to the floor, Alex Riley.
Yeah, and Adrian Neville just reminds me of Rob Van Dam every time I see him. His offense can come out of anywhere
Look
at
out,
any time.
Adrian Neville flying through there.
Rob Van Dam is one of his biggest idols, so fair enough if he's trying to emanate any moves from RVD.
And the look of concern on Natalya's face. That matchup at TakeOver certainly elevated the game of both Neville and Kidd. And the cover here, is it enough? No, Kidd able to kick out, but certainly elevated the status of the championship as well. This match continues. Tyson Kidd looking to take home the NXT Championship. Can he do it? This match rolls on.
I'm one of those those people that just never really cared about being cheered or booed. If they cheered me, it motivated me. If they booed me, it motivated me more.
One of the greatest of all time.
I left because I needed to achieve some things on my own. I was wondering how many people would actually remember me.
Batista's back.
A lot of guys, you know, internet and stuff, they take cheap shots at me and stuff, but they'll never be more critical of me than I am of me. To tell you the truth, I wish the crowd would have been a little more supportive. A lot of times people, they just slap a label on me if they just see me on TV and they don't know my true personality, because, you know, who I am on TV is not even close to who I am, like, behind the scenes. This is where my journey has brought me.
Batista, the Animal, Unleashed.
This main event matchup for the NXT Championship continues. Tyson Kidd, the challenger, going for the cover here, and the champion Adrian Neville able to stay alive.
This is on fire again. We get to see this match again. I can't believe we've been able to be here for 2 of these.
And you got to think at this point in Tyson career's Kidd, he's got a lot to prove. He's been involved in WrestleMania. He's had some great moments here in the WWE, but he's trying to get back to the top of the mountain, and it starts tonight.
You know, I think no matter what he's
Cover
still
here, hook of the leg. Kidd going for the win, and again, Neville kicks out.
Tyson Kidd is looking to prove this to himself and probably to his wife.
Yeah, and you heard those chants from the NXT universe last week. It was Natty's husband. He's out there in his office, and they're chanting Natty's husband. That has got to creep into your mind at some point in your career.
Hey, Natty's the one to say that she's the COO of that company, by the way.
Well,
so it's
that
not
would
just
bother
his
me.
office.
Tyson Kidd told Adrian Neville, my relationship with my wife is my business. And Adrian Neville, I don't want to say necessarily mocking him, but he certainly brought up some of the, the dysfunction maybe between the two of them.
You know, I don't know, it's so much dysfunction. I mean, you spend so much time with somebody, maybe you want to finish their sentences. And maybe that's the problem here. I mean, we saw Michael Cole sit down with Tyson Kidd and Natalya before NXT TakeOver.
Look, Renee, every man wants to be the breadwinner, okay? Every man wants to be the star of the relationship, and that's going to bother you. I don't care who you are or what you do in your life.
You know what? I wouldn't argue that. However, we're moving forward in the world. Women can be the breadwinners. Women can be the dominant one in the relationship. They can bring home that money. Men can stay home and do whatever men do in the afternoon.
Drop kick by Tyson Kidd. Again, going for the win. Is it enough to put away Neville? No.
I'd ride that out if I were him.
What determination by both superstars here tonight. Again, a very concerned Natalya looking on from ringside.
And you know, sometimes you can care just a little too much.
Of course, and sometimes that can put you in a bad situation. And that's what happened to Tyson Kidd at NXT TakeOver. He cared too much.
I was talking about Natalya.
Oh.
You say sometimes you can care too much about things, and you don't want to press too hard.
Last week it was Tyson Kidd saying he maybe overreacted a bit. Big backdrop there.
A suplex.
Hook of the leg. New champion, no. But again, had a change of heart. Came out, extended his hand in sportsmanship. Hence the matchup here tonight for the NXT Championship.
Change of heart is what you did there.
You can see the extra, almost aggression, the desperateness that Tyson Kidd is wrestling with tonight. I mean, he really wants this win bad.
Alex,
for a lot of reasons, Renee.
What does Tyson do if he does not win this match tonight? Where does he go?
I don't know. I don't know where he'll be mentally.
Adrian Neville trying to rise to his feet and get back in this matchup. The NXT champion to the turnbuckles.
Whoa!
Oh! Adrian Neville.
I was scouting from 2 weeks ago.
Comfortable flying through the air, and here he goes! Big missile drop kick. Oh, Adrian Neville going for the victory here. Is it enough to put away Tyson Kidd? And a kick out at 2. What a matchup this has been tonight, our main event on NXT. Oh! Oh! This for the NXT Championship, the challenger Tyson Kidd. Oh, look at that! Hook of the leg, is it enough? No! Just by inches. Tyson Kidd nearly put away there by the champion Adrian Neville.
This is such a massive rematch for both of these superstars. I mean, to see Adrian Neville win his first title defense at TakeOver, but to have it back on the line against Tyson Kidd, that's got to still be his biggest threat for the championship right now.
Whoop! Neville able to hang on. Oh! Mirror images. The kicks, the styles in the ring.
Yeah, both well scouted from 2 weeks ago.
Oh! Adrian Neville might be out on his feet here, Alex.
Alex, is it harder or easier to face someone who has such a similar style to you?
You know, it plays in both ways. Look at
Tyson Kidd thinking something big here. Wow! That could be enough. Hook of the leg here. New champion! Wait a minute!
Foot on the rope!
Whoa! The referee counted 3, Alex.
Well, he's just caught himself. Look, he's waving it off. He's waving it off. Foot on the rope.
The referee counted 3, but emphatically
he's
signaling
correcting
2.
his decision. Yep.
Natty's calling it down the middle.
Tyson Kidd perhaps seeing all of his hopes, his dreams, his aspirations.
Natty just told the ref that Adrian had his foot on the rope. He just told Tyson.
Well, this match continues here. Tyson Kidd thought he had the championship in his grasp. Continues to go to work on Adrian Neville.
If he can find a way to serve that as motivation for this match, then he's got to have this in the bag tonight.
There's Tyson Kidd. Oh! So much is on the line right here. Tyson Kidd.
How do you regain your composure when you just thought you won the championship?
Still pleading his case with the official. Can Adrian Neville continue here?
I don't know. It looks out on his.
Tyson Kidd setting up for the Hart family sharpshooter. And he's got it locked in. It could be too much
could be
here.
it. New champ. New champ.
What a poetic way to wrap this up.
Adrian Neville struggling. Can he make it to the ropes? Tyson Kidd with the submission maneuver firmly locked in.
Tell you what, if he taps out from this, there's no disputing that.
Oh, he's thinking about it against the ropes. What resiliency by Adrian Neville.
And what is going through the mind of Tyson Kidd at this point? What does he have to do to beat this guy?
Come on, Tyson! Come on, Tyson! Finish that!
I mean, the wear and tear on Adrian Neville right now as well.
You gotta wonder how both men are still in this. What a match.
What does Adrian Neville have left here? Small package isn't enough to put away Tyson Kidd. Oh, 2 3/4.
Oh! He's out. He's out.
Where does Adrian Neville have the energy? He is digging deep, running on fumes. Neville going up high. Setting up for the red arrow, but Tyson Kidd! Tyson Kidd kicking at the ropes.
His opening.
Kidd up high. New champion here. New champion here. Tyson Kidd. No! Wow! An incredible matchup here.
Tell you what, I thought the match at TakeOver was good. This is out of this world.
Wow! Tyson Kidd again going for the victory. Is this enough? Oh!
This is such an emotional match.
I mean, Adrian, you could not coin a term better than calling Adrian Neville a fighting champion here at NXT.
Withstanding this ambitious attack by Tyson Kidd. The unrelenting energy, the unrelenting fight of Adrian Neville. Where's Tyson going?
No.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Renee, did you hear what Natalya just said?
Natty's a good woman.
Oh! Adrian Neville from out of nowhere! Neville with every last ounce of energy. Climbing to the top rope. Setting up for the red arrow. Can he fire it away? Adrian Neville nails it! The red arrow! And Neville retains the championship. What a matchup!
Guys, what? I'm speechless. What a match!
That was absolutely insane. I mean, Adrian Neville deserved to retain his championship again against Tyson Kidd. But where does Tyson go now?
I don't know. If you ask me, has nothing to feel bad for about that. He didn't win, but my goodness, what an effort! What a performance!
The classic for the ages here tonight on NXT. Championship on the line. Adrian Neville said he would be a fighting champion, and he said that he knew being champion would put a target on his back. Well, hang on. Right here, Tyson Kidd going up high, and we thought this was it, Alex Riley.
Boy, what a leg drop off the top rope. We thought this was it. He's trying to hook him for the cover, and then the foot up at the last minute. Ref caught it.
Tyson Kidd getting the Hart family sharpshooter locked in, and just barely Adrian Neville in desperation reaching out for the rope.
Fighting champion, just too much heart out of Adrian Neville. Surviving, and then the blockbuster off the top. Can Adrian Neville survive again? Yes! And then
Tyson Kidd literally pulling out all the stops, and look at the aerial maneuver.
Too much. Red arrow falls right into the cover.
We know where Adrian Neville goes. He will go on to defend this championship. Where Tyson Kidd goes remains to be seen. What a matchup here tonight. Adrian Neville still your champion here on NXT.